What's going on YouTube? It's DV and we are back in Block Tycoon. It's one of my favorite games on Roblox right now. If you haven't seen my previous videos, definitely check them out. I'm, still kind of catching up a little bit. So this update, this I want to call it Aquamarine, but it wasn't Aquamarine. It's called Aquastone update and pretty cool. It's kind of based on Minecraft, obviously. So Aquastone, and we got this new update and I had just finished my mushroom build. If you didn't see that video, definitely check it out. These aren't them. These are just like a temporary setup so that I could get enough money real quick. I basically just overnighted the game and back to 1 billion on my new life here. So pretty quick to get up there. I also created like this crazy forest. I was just testing builds over here. And this one was okay. I would say it's just always better just to make your cobblestone farm and then go straight to crops. Don't worry about trees ever. I haven't really found a good tree build that really impressed me or wowed me. And mushrooms are definitely the way to go, especially if you're going to try to get to this Aquastone. Although I have to say Aquastone's pretty cheap. If you look, this new build is only 500 million. All you got to do is overnight your wheat farm for a while. If you have a really good wheat farm build, you could pretty much get to 500 million in probably about a night's worth of AFK if you have the ability to AFK. If you don't, then I get it. So you're definitely gonna have to go to mushroom farm. But considering how much of a pain mushrooms are, I would just say go from cobblestone to wheat to Aquastone, and because it's just so accessible. Like if this was like 1 million, 100 million, and then 1 billion, then I would say you need a mushroom farm. But I don't really know why they only did 500 million on this. It's really cheap to get. I have 1.3 billion just from my overnighting. Actually, I had almost 3 billion to be honest from these two farms, and they're just really basic farms. If you look at that one is pretty basic. I do have some pineapples up there, but it wasn't really helping that much. I just didn't feel like doing that many towers. But in summary, and I could show you this in the future, you could pretty much skip mushrooms altogether if you wanted to, but definitely check out that tower if you haven't already. That thing was making millions per second. I think I was up to like 3 or 4 million per second on that one time. And at one point, I could have made it even crazier. I probably could have gotten it big enough to be doing maybe about 20 to 30 million per second at least, maybe more. I mean, it was totally scalable. So, but there's a point, where you don't really need to have that much money, and I kind of left it. Once you reach 1 billion, you're just kind of like whatever. But now we got this build, and I want to show you it. I've got some cool ideas here, and I was just experimenting with it a little bit. But before I begin, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And also check out my main channel if you play Islands. Check it out. It is just DV Plays. This is my second channel. All right, so let me go and get this out. I'm going to show you the build. I got a bacon here. He was just coming over and saying hi and getting a screenshot. And I'm going to take this out real quick. We don't need it. We don't need any of this. You don't even need to buy the thing. It's 500 million, but you don't actually need that much money. All you need about 250. You only need 250 million. That's right. You heard me right. To make an Aquastone build, you only need 250. And maybe like, I think, what is this? 500,000? Let me see. What are they? Or 500 bucks. Where are our buckets? Where are our buckets? Where are our water buckets? Did they take? No, I just bought one. There it is. Right here. $500. So just buy a bunch of these. Okay. Let's just buy we're going to buy like 100 of these. Okay. That way we don't run out. So we got 100 buckets. We're also going to buy some more of these. We're going to buy 3, 4, 5 more of those, and we do need a cobblestone maker again, so I'm just gonna make a cobblestone maker real quick. I already have some, I think, so yeah, I've got 4 of them. And this is not because I need money. No, not at all. This here is because I really need cobblestone. I really do. I really need it. And we're gonna just stick these here, put a chest there. Do I have any extra chests? I don't. There we go. Now we got a cobblestone generator. We could upgrade this real quick too. Let's make it go fast because I don't want to wait. All right, cobblestone's flying out, so now we can start building. Let's go ahead and get rid of these though real quick. So all this water we don't need, just get rid of that real quick. All you got to do is just place cobblestone in its place and it goes away. And we're going to erase all that. Boom, boom, boom. Easy. And we're going to start making a tower here. It's just going to be a two. Actually, we'll do 1 tower for now. I think we'll do 1 tower. So let's make it as tall as we can. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a giant bucket here, just like this for now. And I'm going to go straight up as high as we can. DB, what are you doing? I have no idea. I don't know. Okay. I'm just clicking as fast as I can. Is this Bed Wars? I don't know. By the way, make sure you subscribe to my main channel because I do Bed Wars videos if you didn't know that already. A lot of people don't realize that. I have I think like 130 videos for Bed Wars. Okay. And now we go up. Okay, so before we do, we need to start filling this up. So remember we have a ton of water, right? We actually don't want to block this quite yet. So we have a ton of water. This is just, we're not going to go that high. I just didn't want to have to do it. I didn't want to deal with that ever again. So we're going to put some water here. Oof, excuse me. Yeah, I know you want out. Okay, so let's put our catcher thing here. Boom. And we're going to stack these, okay? So we're going to rotate. We're going to go 1 and another. So there's another block there. You're gonna notice we're gonna start dropping shards already. So we'll go another. And we should probably use I would use ladders if you could. I'm just being too lazy right now. And do another. So we'll do as many as we can. I think yeah, that's all of the ones I had. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop in. So let's go ahead and get up here real quick. Like I said, ladders are better. I'm just being lazy. When you play Bed Wars, you just aren't used to ladders, okay? And we're gonna go jump down there and we're gonna put in our water, maybe. All right, let's make sure we got all of those in. Looking good so far. All right, leak sealed. So yeah, we got water in in all of these. That's perfect. Okay, so now what we got to do is we got to do our little funnel, and all we got to do for that is go straight up again, real easy. I try to keep my builds easy, very simple. I don't want to do like a bunch of stuff that makes it hard because it, you know, considering you're going to keep rebirthing, you don't want to have to keep doing those complicated things. As much as it's cool to show off, I really don't want to have to do this that much. So I'm just going to create a tower. It's a single tower. You don't have to do like 2, you don't have to do wires. That's one thing I also like about this design, or the Aquastone, is that you don't have to do any kind of towers and stuff. So it's pretty cool. All right, so you can see I'm making a lot of money right now, but not as much as I could. So what we need to do now is we need to get our, what is this called? It's called a compressor, I believe. Let me double check. It is, yeah, mega compressor. So you can see this mega compressor. What you do is you send your shards in there. You need 4 of them, and 4 of them will create an Aquastone. So 4 would be typically about 600,000, right? And this is going to almost double it. Actually, it does double it. So it's double the money. And then what you can do is send it through the compressor. From the compressor, you make a brick maker, or you use a brick maker, and it'll bump it up a little bit more. It's not a ton. And then from here, you can make pillars, and that's 2.46 million. Technically speaking, I would say don't even bother with these because it is so slow. You know, you're making twice as much, yeah, but you're also going to slow down your production by far, and there's nothing beyond this, right? So unless you're going to have a ton of these and you have like maybe 200 billion to spend, maybe more, then I wouldn't even bother with these, to be honest. That's just my feeling. But for now, because we don't have that big of a build, we can go and use it. What I would do initially though is I would just keep buying these Aquastone shard cut, you know, they're basically the catchers. It's just 250 million. It's so cheap. So just keep making those and just keep going higher and higher and higher. And but you know, for now, because we don't have that many, it's not going to really get stuck. It's only half a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig in just a little bit right here. Keep the first, actually no, that's fine. What I'm going to do is put a conveyor right here like that. We're going to dig that back out. Make sure this top block is blocked so things don't bounce, because things are bouncing a lot. So you don't want things bouncing out. Do that. And then what we're going to do is right here, we're going to get this compressor, and we're going to stick it right inside. Oops, make sure it's correctly set up. There we go. So one thing I want to show you, look at this. See where the green is? See how it's at the top? From what what I was testing is it looks like it only works on like one or the other. You can't send it through both. Even though it looks like it can go through both blocks, I couldn't get that to work. Like it can, but I think it only goes through one at a time. So just be careful with that. All right, so there's that. And then what you need to do is dig this part out, because that's where the stones are going to go, or the blocks are going to go. And then from here, you can put your cell pad, or if you're going to chain it with bricks and so on, if you're really going to make that build, you can. I'm not going to do that yet. I just don't think it's worth it, like I said. But if you want to, go for it. Who am I to judge what you want to do? I don't care. You do what you want. You can even go play Bed Wars right now if you want. I don't care. Okay, there's that. So you can see we're making a lot of money. Got some blocks. We'll sell those. We'll sell those. We'll sell those. There we go. Now, if I wanted to make this go faster, you know what I could do? Oh, look how much. I've got so much cobblestone now. I could turn these off. And I'm going to turn my mushroom farms back on because I could use the money. All right. So we can already afford another one of these things. Let me go and seal this up. There we go. No more mess. Okay, so let's go back up real quick. Let me get some ladders. That way when we do this, we do it right. There we go. So I'm going to go and buy another one of these so we can keep increasing our output. There we go. Put another thing of water, and we're back to business. Block these off as I go. And I could pretty much just sit here in AFK while this is going. Yeah, you can see how fast that's going though. As soon as it gets like crazy, I'll jump down there. Now I'm curious if you can speed these up. When placed next to water, it catches Aquastone shards. Yeah, I don't think you can place. Yeah, I don't think you can speed it up. Now, if you wanted to, you could, share, I think, the same water. We're not going to do that right now, but I think you can. But considering how cheap water is, and we can go straight up, there's no reason for it. It's a very simple build. If you're wondering why we're doing towers too, it's because we don't want stuff traveling in conveyors, okay? So the longer stuff's on conveyors, the greater the limit. See how my bar right here is barely even green? Most of that's going to be from my mushroom farm because I have conveyors. If I were to turn that off, this thing would be barely green. That means we can make this as big as we want, as long as we can get to the, we can go to the height limit of the map. And rebirth-wise, we're going to be pretty close. Like, it's going to be 500 million. We're pretty close to it. Now, one thing I haven't checked yet, let me see if it works. Can you just do this? I think you can. Yes, you only need it once. If you wanted to, you could just do it once. You don't have to keep using buckets over and over and over. I mean, I already have so much water that it doesn't really matter, but it's going to make a really big tower. But yeah, you could basically just do this. Hello. And I think it should go down. There we go. There we go. I don't know how far it goes. It might keep going. So yeah, I guess you could just hang out like this and you just keep going up. So I'll go ahead and do these towers real quick. The downside is I think the water broke it. Yeah, look at my shards are all broken. All right, so we just dropped 300 of these in there. Let's see how much money we make. Also, it looks like we can afford one more of these. There we go. Put another water in. So you can also do this in advance. You might as well just create the shell. That way when it's time, all you got to do is place 2 bricks or 2 blocks. We'll just make this look nice at the top. There we go. In fact, we could just do this all the way to the top, and all we got to do is just build up with water. Yeah, it's starting to pick up pace. Definitely picking up pace. Go and buy another one of those. If you find a way to speed these up, by the way, let me know in the comments below. I'm curious. I haven't tested. I don't think you can put like any kind of electrical because it doesn't look like they require any kind of electrical output. Like there's no electric to it, but if there is a way to speed it up, definitely let me know. We got got a bit of a pile up down there, but it's not too bad. I think that's just a normal pile up. Coming up on another 250. Let's keep buying them. We want to keep buying these until you're doing like 10 million per second. Now I know the glass builds are way more impressive. I just didn't want to bother. In the future I'll do glass, but I just don't want to bother. It looks like we might be getting stuck down there. Let's see if are we getting limited? Let's check. Looks like there might be a blockage. Yeah, there was definitely a blockage. Look at 68 in my inventory right now. So it looks like we're getting throttled a little bit. Here's my thought. You could disagree with me. Here's my thought. This is the time where you shut this off and you go straight back to the roots here. If you're going to be limited by something that costs over $1 billion, I would say just do that. I mean, we're going to make so much more money, at least for now, until if we start making billions. Like if you leave this overnight, just definitely set up like a splitter with those, or a directional, like a diagonal conveyor system so it balances it, which I can show you in a little bit. But we're already back to making a lot of money. Plus this is right here, 68. That's a lot of money. All right, let's go and drop this. Try that again. There we go. Yeah, I can already see we're doing a lot more. So yeah, that's definitely seeming faster. I was able to upgrade faster. So we'll see. I think I just need to save up overnight, and then I can set up a full auto farm for this. So that's probably what I'm going to do. So I'll see you on the flip side. As soon as I get a couple billion, we're going to go ahead and finish this off. All right, so I left this overnight and I made so much money. Look at it, I'm at 27 billion already. Pretty crazy. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to stack this. We're going to buy a bunch more. Actually, before we do that, we already got a pretty good flow here. So I'm going to do this one thing real quick. I just need to see how backed up we are. Why am I using this? We got diamond. All right, let's see how backed up this is looking. It's going pretty fast. Now I do need to make it so it goes through. So let's put that back and let's go. It's just flying. Oh no. Let's get this back in here. There we go. Okay, now it's gonna start going. Okay, well, chill. It's just bouncing. It's going crazy. By the way, I did talk to Alana about this. I think he might make it so that these don't like bounce your character around. See how it kind of collides with your character. I think he's gonna make it so it doesn't collide anymore. But otherwise, I mean, that might reduce a little bit of lag too. Let's see. Okay, it's going through pretty good, but let's see how much I'm actually stacking on this. I'll just kind of sit right here and watch. It's going through pretty nicely. Let's pick these up. All right, let me put these here. Just need to monitor this a little bit better. It's just flying out. Great. Okay, block that. We can block this. I think that'll be enough. I mean, I think it's only backed up a little bit. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this technique that I like to use to basically bounce back and forth between each other. And I'm going to do a little bit of dirt here. There we go. Fill that in. Okay, let's buy another one of these. It is the mega compressor, and we're going to move this selling, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So we're going to put this about right there. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to put the cobblestone there. We're going to just do that for a second. Now, what we're going to do is pretty simple. I'm going to take these. We're going to grab some diagonals. I'm going to put a diagonal there, and then we're going to put a diagonal right here. So basically, it's going to go back and forth between the two like that. And then we need to open this up real quick and move this back here just for a moment. Let's go and seal this back up so we don't have stuff flying out anymore. We'll block this as well. Okay, so we shouldn't really have any kind of hold up in there. We'll double check that. And there's an easy way to check it. See how it says 75 right there? That would mean it's going too slow. See how it's going up? But I think that's because there was a stack there. So we're gonna have to do this. Things are gonna pop out into the blocks because of the speed. We just have to fix that real quick. There we go. So we shouldn't see any numbers kind of sticking out anymore. And then the way I'm gonna do this is I'm basically just gonna drop all of these in, and then we're gonna, give it like a moment, and we're gonna come over, and if we get like a full stack of these, like hundreds of these, then we know it's backed up. So we'll just give this a moment. It's selling. It's got to go through like 500 of those, so we'll give it a moment. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to assume that's going to be good to go, and we're going to buy some of these. So we're going to need 2 of these mega brick makers, and we're going to need 2 of these pillar makers. Now, they're all like half a second, so there shouldn't be any issues feeding this. And look at that money coming in. There's so much money coming in. I think I make like 8 million per second or something like that. All right, looks like it's starting to stall out, which is a really good sign. So let's just walk over here and see if there's any backed up. I don't think there is. Yeah, there's none backed up. So this is working great. Yeah, it's flying through them. Now, if I shut this one off, let's see. If I shut this one off, I wonder, I don't really want to test it, but let's go ahead and do it. If I shut that one off, does it start backing up again? Yep, it does. Look at it. It's at 50, 60, 70. So it really needs that double, especially as I start adding more. You're going to see it's going to really need it. All right, there we go. Back in business. Let's get these picked up so we don't have any issues. All right, and let's close it back up. Okay, so that's pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is I've got to start chaining these. So I don't really trust this system to know how to chain because the outputs are kind of wide, but we're going to have to. The other thing I'm noticing is this thing is not working right now. Why is that one not doing anything? Oh, I put the wrong one down. Dude, why didn't you say something? You saw me do it. Did I not pick it back up? Like, did it disappear when I broke it? I think it did. That's what happened. Was it down here? Rip. Did I get scammed? I think I did. That's why I put the wrong one down. Because I got the brick maker, I got the pillar maker. I only have a compactor. Okay. What about any other megas? Yeah, so it took it. That's why. That's okay. I have so much money, it doesn't matter. All right. So that would be why that was backing up. I was like, dude, why is it getting backed up again? There it goes. Okay, so it's good again. All right, so from here, what we're going to do is we're just going to do something real simple. I would balance this, but I don't think it needs it because it's just 1-to-1 ratio. So we're going to do a double. We're going to do bricks first, and then we're going to do, I don't know why it's making me drag that. That's weird. Okay, so we're going to do the brick maker. And so for this, I'm just going to dig down again. Not that bad. Just dig down. And then we're going to do the bricks. Make sure that's the right one. Should be. Yeah, there's the bricks. This down. Just one block. There we go. Now we got the bricks. We're going to do that one more time. I don't really know why they set it up this way. A little weird. Probably just to make us like force us to think. And I don't feel like using pistons. And I don't trust the other thing you might be wondering, DV, you don't have to use a conveyor. You could just connect these directly. I've seen some really weird things in this game. I don't trust that. I've seen them like shoot out and stuff. I've seen some really weird stuff. So I don't want to do that. You can do that. I'm not going to do that, especially when I don't need to do that. Okay, let me chain these so they can start making them. And I'm just going to feed this to one cell station, even though I have two. I mean, I don't even need that. I could just do that. There we go. All right, now we're making even more money. Now the question is, are we getting backed up? Why is this still open? Yeah, I don't think we're getting backed up at all. So I'm just going to drop these real quick into the cell area. I think 140 million just then. That's great. 162 mil. Very nice. Okay, so that's working, and it's working pretty nicely as you'd expect it to. We're just going to open this up a little bit just so I can see it a little easier. Now, if you don't like going underground like this, just plan accordingly. Okay, so that's going pretty nice. So let's go up to our tower. You see item limit's looking pretty good still too. Like we're not really hitting anything. We're good. And I'm going to buy a bunch of these now. I'll buy like 20. I don't know that we can use them all. All right, so here's one. Let's get our buckets out. There we go. So this is how easy it is. Now if I could actually do this. Since I'm going to do so many at once, I can just do this and then it'll do the rest because it flows down. See how it's working already? So now I should buy some more. It looks like I could do like another 15. Let's buy like 20 more. And we'll do the same thing. We'll just go all the way up to about there, dig down, and then we'll just drop some water like this. Now you can look down and see how crazy this is. Look at all that go. Now you may have to do a third one. We're going to check that in a little bit. You might have to do a third one. And if we wanted to, we could use the same exact pipe system and just go down. So if we want to make this even crazier, especially since we're not getting anywhere near the spawn limits, you just make another side to this. All right, so what we do right here is same thing, right? So you're going to make the water tank, and then you're going to go up right here. Let's just build this tower real quick. It's really easy to do this build. And then this right here on the side, we go straight up, and there's that. So all we got to do is we just have to place them now. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. We can buy some more too. I want to save like we're going to need another set of those. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 6. So we'll save some money. We'll spend like, we'll do 30, and then we'll just fly up this like this, and then we just do a water bucket right there. Gonna pour down, and now we got another side. Look, it's already going. You can do it for all 4 sides. Basically, you could just do like it's like a plus sign, and now we'll get to see if we are backed up at all. So let's go up here. Looks like it was backed up by 10. So yeah, it might be starting to back up a little bit. We might just have to add a third one. See how it's looking. No, it doesn't look like it's backed up at all. Never mind. It's going up. It's going up. It's like 120. Okay, so we definitely have a backup situation. So I could do like a conveyor, like a diagonal conveyor system, and then try to loop it. But instead of doing that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a splitter so we can split the load. So let's get our splitter. I just noticed their item stacker. That's pretty cool. I never noticed that. All right, so we're at, we'll do 2 splitters. In fact, let's see. Nah, we'll do 1 splitter. 1 should be fine for now. Okay, so we're gonna put it right here. Okay, so right here we're gonna set up actually 2 different brick makers. Not brick makers, compressors. So we got 4 right here. We're gonna open this up. Actually, this is plenty space. It's 4. We need to do this one right here. Man, it's pouring so fast. But you see the splitter's working pretty well. So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna block this middle part and that edge too, and then these are gonna come down and to get compressed. Now I hope it didn't eat my compressor. Yeah, it didn't. Cool. So that's gonna go in right there, and this one's gonna go in right here. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this out like before, and we're gonna send them this way, and then we're gonna do a diagonal just like the last time. We're gonna do another diagonal, but we need to bring this up. There we go. Diagonal right there and diagonal right here. Now we could buy 2 more. Let's buy 2 more of those compressors. There we go. And then I'm gonna do that one, and then we're gonna do this one. So now we have 2 compressors for each split. That means total scale. That means we're gonna be flying. Okay, so this one is gonna be the same kind of format. We want this to go diagonal right here and right here, and then same thing goes for this one. We need to go there and there. Yeah. This is the exit. Okay, so this is gonna go right. This one's gonna go. Wait, yeah, this one's gonna go right. Yeah, that's correct. I was a little confused. They're the same exact format. All right, now we gotta dig deeper on this one. Hopefully you're still following along. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we actually don't need this one. It just looks better, but we're gonna basically filter some over here for these. Let me get my pillar makers out. There we go. So we have one right here, and then we got one right here. And we're just gonna filter this the same way. Let me break some of these. I was doing some tests earlier. It's the same way we were doing it earlier. So we're gonna go with these. And you're just gonna balance in between these, just like that. Oops. So it'll be like that. You're just putting them in the center, and they're gonna pop out right there. And because we have 2 cell pads, I don't have to worry about this. We're just gonna use both. And then for this one, same thing. We'll put this right here and this one right right there. And then diagonals like that. We'll block this just in case weird physics happen. And then we're going to put a sell pad on the other side too. And now we are making money again. Put it right there. All right, it's looking good. I'm happy with this. Okay, so let's go sell what we've got. So we're currently at 3.6 billion. Watch this. Boom, 4 billion. Pillars, 5 billion. Anything else in here? Oh my gosh, look at how many of these I have. How do I have so many shards? Is it really that backed up? 93. Yeah, 300 were sitting there. I wonder if this is something I never thought about. Is it actually delaying it? Only 3 every now and then. I wonder if I just don't even worry about it and just let things drop as they need to. No, we're definitely gonna need, we need the splitter. I just can't tell if the splitter is able to hang with it, you know? Yeah, it's doing fine. 430 just came through. Did you see that? 430 just dropped through. That's crazy. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna just dump all this inside. We're gonna dump it all right now. Boom, 9,300 right there. See what happens. We're at 6 billion right now, or 6.4 billion. It's flying. Look how much money we're making, dude. It's insane. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. That is an awesome farm. I definitely would keep making this build. I don't see any issues with it, although I'd probably just redirect it instead. And the other thing I would say is just try to make everything like higher than you need. That way you can just kind of build up away from it. So like, you know, in hindsight, I would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say 5 blocks up minimum, maybe 6 blocks up minimum. So if you're gonna do this, make sure that way you can just keep everything level. That way this stuff's actually on this floor instead of having to dig, because I don't like digging, and I'm sure you don't like digging either. It just takes forever with this pickaxe. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next vid. Peace.